Hey guys, so we are heading into the sweet town of Jonesborough, Tennessee. So, this is also known as Tennessee's oldest town. It's full of history, small town charm, and modern community life. I think you're going to love it. We're going to take a look around when we get down there.
Hey, everybody. This is
Hey,
Kathy,
this is Lori.
and we're here to take you on a tour of Jonesborough today.
So, Jonesborough is one of the oldest towns in the whole state of
I think
Tennessee.
it's the oldest.
It is the
I
oldest.
think it
It
is
is
the
the oldest,
oldest.
yes. So it was incorporated, I think, in 1779. So that's older than even the Tri-Cities area that we've been talking about with Johnson City, Bristol, and Kingsport. It was actually a city about 17 years before Tennessee even became a state. And then at that point in time, it became the county seat for Washington County.
So here we are. Here's our view going into Jonesborough.
Off of Boones Creek Road. So we just passed some condominiums, townhouses that have been built out on Boones Creek Road, as well as the school out there. But Jonesborough's known as the storytelling capital of the world. So we're going to tell you and show you why that is here in just a few minutes. So stick around to the end, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because you're going to want to hear this each time that we share a little bit more detail about the communities we're going to be covering. So, getting ready to head right downtown Main Street in Jonesborough. Off to the left here in a minute, you can't see it yet because that van is right in the wrong spot. But there is the Old Pancake House, which is one of the older mom and pop shops, very popular place to get some pancakes and bacon on the weekends, especially. It's a hot spot. Jonesborough really has been completely refaced and just modernized as a historic area downtown. We'll show you all the manners of boutique shops, and there's a candy shop down there,
The distillery,
distillery.
courthouse. This is the county seat for Washington County.
Yeah, the courthouse stands where the original one was back in the 1700s, 1770s, when Jonesborough became the county seat. But the current courthouse that stands there now was built in 1913. And it is the place where we take a lot of pictures on those steps.
Big concerts on Thursday,
Friday night.
Friday night.
Yep. Friday nights from 7 to 9 during the summertime. They set up all manner of bands, local bands that come down. They call it, well, let me think about this. What do we call it? I can't think what we call it. But anyway.
I think every little town, Kingsport, Bristol, they all have their own music.
Yeah.
Festivals weekly in the summertime. There's
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
some music to listen to. Because as you'll find out in an upcoming video, Bristol, Tennessee is the country music birthplace.
That's right. That's right. Not everybody knows that. Everybody thinks of Nashville when they think country music.
Bristol, baby.
It's Bristol, baby. All right. So as we turn the curve down here, we'll actually be hitting the street that hosts all manner of parades during the summer. They have their 4th of July celebration down here. Jonesborough Day. Yeah, you will have crafts and food trucks and vendors and all manner of things. Jonesborough has a really cute little cafe down here. We've got the Corner Cup Coffee Company. And then there's also the Main Street Cafe, which is a really popular place to grab a sandwich at lunchtime.
I think the Jonesborough Farmers Market is at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. A lot of them are Saturday morning. I think Elizabethton, which is the town that we'll take you through, they have theirs on like Thursday or Tuesday. It's during the week, which is kind of nice that they have it off and not on the weekend. So this downtown just got through with Memorial Day. They still have their flags up going through downtown.
Yep. So off to the left here, you'll see the courthouse. Oh, they do close this road off for the farmers market on the weekends.
Right. Older home back here on the right.
And back here, you'll also see that the railroad track still runs right through behind here.
Right up those stairs. That's where
Yep.
the railroad tracks are. They go right next to that home.
Yep. Yep.
Gotta rabbit you at night.
So a lot of the historic buildings here in Jonesborough, which we'll show you as we mosey down Main Street, but a lot of them hosted some of our presidents, like Andrew Jackson, James Polk, and I believe Andrew Johnson as well. And so there's a lot of history here. Some of the inns and the places here in town, those presidents would stay when they were practicing law in the area.
Continue down.
Yep. Coming down here on the right is the Chester Inn, which is supposed to be one of the oldest frame structures in Tennessee. Now, it's been restored, of course, but again, the presidents, Andrew Johnson and James Polk, stayed there. Over here on the right also, which we kind of missed it, but
we'll catch it on the
yeah, we'll catch it on the way back. But the Christopher Taylor House was built in the 1770s, and it was actually a mile down the street, and they moved it to this location, I believe in the 1970s.
So we're coming down here, and there's a nice little walking path that goes through Jonesborough, and it goes right along the railroad tracks.
Yep.
They're right in front of us.
And actually goes all the way out to some of the newer subdivisions. You can actually walk all the way downtown, which is really cool.
This is a little railroad museum.
Yep.
Kind of fun to go into.
It's kind of fun to bring your grandkids to, or your kids to.
There's a theme that runs throughout the Tri-Cities, and it's called the railroad system.
Yeah.
They even have their own. They don't have, this was their station here.
Yes.
This was the station.
Yeah. So Jonesborough's seen a pretty significant growth spurt from the years 2020 to 2023, somewhere in the 9% rate of growth. So, and that's pretty amazing. I think the community now runs around 6,800 people if you were just to look at the Jonesborough community. So it's still a pretty tight-knit community, even though it's branching out. Jonesborough covers a very large area of territory, north to south in the Tri-City area.
And there may be the town of Jonesborough proper, but then there's also the county.
Yes.
So you can have a Jonesborough address living in the county of Washington.
Yes.
And so that's where a lot of the growth has come from. For Jonesborough is out in the counties.
Yep, for sure. So we're taking another swipe down the Main Street, and if you will be looking off to the left here in a minute, you will see the cabin that I was talking about, which is the Christopher Taylor House that was moved to this location in the 1970s. You can see it's a chinked cabin right there. Yep, there it is. So that about wraps it up downtown Jonesborough. It's a very short little trip, but it is packed with tons of history and just adorable shops and restaurants. Great place to bring your family. Very popular place every summer for sure.
And if you want to subscribe and hit the like button, the notification bell, we're going to go around and eventually we'll look at a lot of the communities in Jonesborough. We'll look at some of the restaurants, some of the ice cream parlors, some of the coffee shops, some of the things to do in Jonesborough. They have a wetlands water park. They have a nice park that they just made brand new pickleball courts on.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing a lot of that within the community. So make sure you don't want to miss any of that. So make sure you hit that subscribe button for us. All righty.
Because we're going to be taking a deeper dive.